Landman Season 2 Oil, Power, Betrayal. When the ground bleeds black, fortunes rise. And families fall? A low hum of machinery breaks the silence as oil pumps slowly rise and fall under a blood-red sky. Flames shoot from distant rigs, casting long shadows across barren land. The faceless silhouettes of men move like ghosts in a world built on greed. A slow, heavy voice begins. Beneath every contract, every handshake, every promise, lies a secret. Out here, oil isn't just power, it's survival. And survival comes with a price. The camera glides across empty fields, fences cutting through the land like scars. A faceless figure slams papers onto a table. Another lights a cigar in silence, the flame glowing in the dark. Somewhere, a child's laughter echoes, quickly swallowed by the roar of a drilling rig. This is the world of the landmen, where deals are made in whispers, where every signature can turn into betrayal, where one wrong choice can burn everything to the ground. The sound of a ticking clock grows louder, matching the pulse of the background score. The camera lingers on faceless hands gripping a glass of whiskey, trembling slightly. A phone vibrates, its screen flashing with a single word, betrayed. The voice drops to a whisper. In the land of oil, silence speaks louder than truth. And every shadow hides an enemy. The music swells, pulling the audience deeper into the tension. Setting the stage for the storm that's about to break, the camera cuts to a faceless figure stepping out of a black truck, boots sinking into the mud. A contract folder swings in his hand, stained with oil. His shadow stretches longer than the land itself. The voice sharpens. He's the one they call the broker of power. A landman who sells loyalty to the highest bidder and buries promises with the rest of the dead. A flash of another figure, this one faceless but trembling, his hand gripping a faded wedding ring. Papers scatter across a kitchen table as thunder rattles the windows. The voice grows colder. And then there's the one caught between loyalty and greed. A family man, trapped in a game where every choice is poison. To save his home, he must destroy another's. The screen flickers with fast cuts, a faceless woman slamming a door. Another figure loading a shotgun in silence. A pen scratching across a contract, the ink bleeding like blood. Friends become rivals. Rivals become enemies. And enemies, they never forgive. The background score builds like a heartbeat, louder, faster, relentless. A faceless man pours whiskey over burning documents, flames rising in slow motion. This is not a world of trust. It is a war of whispers. Each face hides a secret. Each deal carries a knife. And in this fight for oil, power, and land, betrayal is the only law that never breaks. The screen fades to black, leaving only the echo of a gun cocking. The silence shatters with the blast of an oil rig explosion. Flames claw at the night sky as alarms wail in the distance. Faceless silhouettes sprint through the smoke, their outlines swallowed by chaos. The voice cuts in, low and steady. When the earth burns, secrets surface. And when trust dies, betrayal becomes the only truth. A phone call is heard, one voice pleading, another voice cold and unforgiving. The camera shows hands shaking as they pass a briefcase under a table. In the next instant, that same briefcase is slammed open, filled not with money, but with photographs. Proof of betrayal. Proof of lies. A faceless man shoves a chair back. A glass shatters against the wall. The music surges with sharp, pounding beats. Papers are ripped apart. Guns are loaded. In the shadows, hands strike deals that will never be honored. You can't trust blood. You can't trust friends out here. Every hand you shake is the same hand that will pull the trigger. Flashes of chaos. A courthouse door slamming. A pickup truck speeding into the dark. A faceless figure standing at the edge of an oil fire. Staring at the destruction like it was always meant to be, the voice turns to a whisper. Each word heavy. Every betrayal carves a scar. And some scars never heal. The screen cuts to black, the sound of a gunshot echoing long after the image fades. The screen roars back to life with the sound of oil fires raging, flames devouring steel. A faceless figure runs across a drilling platform as sirens wail. The ground trembles. The voice returns, deep and unrelenting. When power slips through your fingers, desperation takes its place. And in desperation, men reveal who they truly are. Fast cuts flood the screen. A faceless woman in a courtroom screaming at a judge. Contracts stamped in red with the word VOID, fists slamming on tables. Faceless silhouettes standing across each other in silence. Like predators circling their prey, the music climbs higher strings shrieking, drums thundering. A faceless figure hurls a briefcase into a fire. Another raises a shotgun. A third collapses onto their knees in the dirt. Clutching their chest, the voice grows sharper, each word like a blade. In this land, mercy is weakness. Justice is a myth. And power is the only thing worth dying for. A faceless man leans against a truck, oil dripping from his hands like blood. The camera pushes closer until the screen cuts to black. Then, in the silence, a single whisper echoes. In the land of oil, power isn't given. It's taken. The title crashes onto the screen. Landman Season 2 Oil, Power, Betrayal, Final Beat, the Paramount Plus. Logo glows against the darkness as the release date fades in with a heavy metallic echo.